Welcome back to the Cave of Science, and today we're going to do another graphing activity. Very similar to the graphing the sea level, but it's going to be graphing global temperatures. And if you go into your classwork, you're going to see graphing global temperatures, and when you click on this doc, you're going to get some background information, which we'll read together in class here. And it's going to give you some other info, which hopefully is going to get covered in this video. These questions, create a Google Doc, answer the questions, and then you're going to insert two graphs on the Google Doc with your questions. Alright, so let's look at how we're going to do this. This link will give you the monthly mean temperatures. Well, I think it's from like 1880 to like 1997. Now we're going to try not to use this one, and we're going to use something a little bit different so we don't have as many data points to plot here. So back in your Google Classroom, you'll see a link here, Climate at a Glance. So why don't you go ahead and open that up. And this actually takes you to the NOAA, and there is a ton of different information you can get here. If you're into any climate information, this is definitely the place to go. So we're going to look at global time series, and we're going to what we're going to do is take them from 1880 to 2016 globally, and we're going to do different months instead of doing you could do a whole year, you could do all months. We're just going to take 1 month for the time scale of 1880 to 2016, and everybody can do a different month here. So we've got our time scale, 1 month. I'm just going to do December, start year, end year, region, global. If you wanted to, you could change this however you would like. We're just going to do global, and it gives you some graphs already, but we're going to do our own here. So if we look at download, we want to download in comma separated value format so we can put into a spreadsheet. So if we click on that, and you will see you're going to get a whole bunch of data. Now this might be in your download file. So global land and ocean temperature anomalies for December, units degrees Celsius. The base period from, actually this one's 1901 to year 2000, and we got our year and our value. So we want to highlight all of the data. Now I'm not going to highlight it all, I'm just going to pick some. Alright, so I want to copy that, and then you want to open up a spreadsheet out of your Google Docs, and you're going to click in the cell, paste special, paste values only. Alright, and you're going to notice that all the data is in one column, which isn't going to do us any good. So at this point we can split this data pretty easily. Just leave that highlighted, go to data, and if you scroll down, let's see, where did it go? Split text to columns. So go ahead and click on that, and what's really nice, here we go. We got our text to columns. Column A is going to be year. Column B is going to be the anomaly value. So at this point we could just create a regular graph. Again, highlight your data, go to chart, and this one happened to come up with a scattered chart. We want a line chart, so easy enough to do that. And there's our line chart. We should probably put a good title in here. And what I would probably put in, we have just global. I'll put just out global temperature anomalies on this one. So let's go to customize. You know how to do this. Title, text, chart title. We'll put on global anomalies. I think that's how you spell it. Oh, I forgot the A. Global anomalies, that are correct. A-N-O. I did a lousy job on that one. Let's do it. So A-N-O M-A-L-I-E-S. There, that looks a little bit better. And let's see, that looks pretty good. Chart title, horizontal title set this year, we could leave that. Vertical title, that would be degrees Celsius. And that looks pretty good. And again, we want to put a trend line in. So we can click into here and edit chart. Want to go to customize. If you remember, we did this from the last one. Series. And we want trend line. And I don't like the blue. I'm going to do a different color. And we'll put it in red. Alright. That looks pretty good. So you can see our trend line, again, the line of best fit, is or at least for this data here, is showing a downward trend out there. Alright, so there's our first graph. Copy this, paste it into your Google Doc. Alright, I am going to get rid of this one. And I'm going to delete this chart. Alright, so for the next one we're going to do, we want to, this is the anomaly value. So we want to use what would the temperature be in degrees Celsius. So we're going to create a column called actual temperature. Now, the actual temperature is 13.9 degrees Celsius. That is the standardized temperature over X period of time that that NASA's come up with, or NOAA's come up with. So we're going to want to add these values to 13.9. And there's a nice easy way we can do this. So if we click in this box, go over here where you have all your functions, and we want to go to sum. And it'll pop up this actual temperature. And you'll get an equal size sum, parentheses, and then what we're going to want to do here, we're going to want to type in 13.9 comma, and then whatever cell this is. This one happens to be B6. So then type in B6. And then if you click out of there, it actually sums this value with 13.9. Now we can do a real quick, easy way on this. If we click in here, you'll see the little box here. Grab this, take and drag it through all your values. Excuse me. And you can see it's kind of cool. It automatically takes this value and added 13.9 to it. So pretty cool. Alright, so what we want to do now, we want to graph year and actual temp. So what we can do here, we can take value, and however you want to do this, you can cut it. I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down here, I think. So I got that one out of the way. And you can take this value, you can drag it or cut and paste. Whoops, that didn't do me any good. Let's see, get to my hand, I can drag it right next. And so now I got XY graph again. So we can highlight, and we can go to our chart, insert chart, and here we have our actual temps going here, and it's a scatter plot, so we want to change it to a line, which we just did, And again, actual temp versus year is a pretty good title, so we can leave that there. And let's see, we're pretty good there. Let's go to customize. Year's good. Actual temperature, we should probably change that. 2 degrees. Actual temperature, degrees Celsius. Or if you just want to put in a capital C, that's fine also. That looks pretty good. Not too bad. Alright. And we want to throw our trend line in again, so we can go to edit chart, customize, series, trend line. I don't know, like blue. Go to red again. And I'm going to try to make this one a little thicker. And there's our trend line on there. So at this point, we've got our data, and we can copy and paste this and put it into our Google Doc. So again, learning a little bit on working with Google Docs and functions, and at the same time checking in on global temperatures. So I hope this helps, and have fun with this one. So that's it from the Cave of Science.